guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Micheline here and I'm back again with another video. So today guys, the last time we spoke, I told you all that I was going to be jumping into K-dramas and BLs and whatnot, you know what I mean. If you haven't seen that video yet, please go and check it out. I would leave it somewhere here. So with that being said, guys, you know, tapping into this video that I'm going to get to today, it's just giving me so much energy, so much what do you call this, anticipation. And I am so excited that I summed up the courage to actually speak about this, because I've been so what do you call it, como se dice, timid. You know, I've been so timid about this conversation and I wasn't sure if you guys would like it or not, but fuck it, if you guys like it then you like it, if you don't then you don't. So it's just going out to the world. There's an audience for everyone. If you feel like you're not interested in this topic, leave. You are welcome to leave. But if you feel like you want to watch this video with I don't know, a bit of love and support and trying to understand the points that I'm going to get to, then continue watching. But if you come with a negativity, please, you might as well just go. You understand? So now that we've got that out of the way, let's talk about what this video is going to be about, you know. So guys, I have been watching, like I said in my previous video. If you didn't watch it, please go and watch it again. Like I said, I've been watching a lot of K-dramas and BL series, right? Thai BL series. So I was like, bruh, the way I fell in love with the characters, and not only the characters, even the actors, the way I fell in love with the actors and the way I could just scream on top of my lungs when I'm watching this series, it was so amazing. And I felt like,
oh my god, am I the only person who likes this kind of shows?
Like I was the only one for such a while. And then I was like, you know what, let me just go, I'm on YouTube anyway, let me search for these people. I found BL reactors. There's a whole community of BL fans, and I was like, what the hell? I'm not the only one. I started feeling strange, but I'm not the only one. So in this video, I'm not going to add Taiwan, Japan, or other countries that produce BL series. I am mainly going to focus on Korea and Thailand. Why? Because I found that those are the two main places where they produce more BL series. I don't know if you understand me, but like I feel like those are like the two countries that produce a mass amount of BL series, and I felt like I want to focus on that. So it's kind of like Thai versus K BL, you understand? So I've been watching a lot of, you know, BL series, and for maybe not the right reasons, but I've been watching a whole lot of it, and I just fell in love with so many of them. For an example, I told Sunset About You. I told Sunset About You was having a beautiful, such a beautiful story, and it had actors who put so much into that. I don't know, I didn't even know how to explain it. The story was beautiful. The development of the characters was so beautiful. The love that they had was so beautiful. It was so unique, apart from like some of the BLs that I've watched. And to go back on Korea, the one that I really loved was Color Rush. And here's why. It was just so beautiful. I felt like the characters and the story, everything just fell together, and it was just a beautiful harmony for me. You know what I mean? So in comparison of the two, when watching BLs, I don't know if I'm the only one or if I'm a pervert, but in watching BLs, I highly anticipate a lot of connection when it comes to intimacy. You know what I mean? So for me, when I'm watching a Korean versus when I'm watching a Thai BL series, I have already told myself to not anticipate as much intimacy in the Korean BL than in the Thai BL, because like most of the Thai BLs, they just go full on out, you know, like it's just the kissing, you know, the grabbing, the touching, all that shit. But with the Korean, it's always a bit reserved. It's reserved. The characters feel like they are more into telling the story than focusing on the intimacy, which is okay, which can be a good thing sometimes, but it doesn't have to feel as if the whole genre in that specific part of the world. Or I don't know if I'm putting it the right way, because I don't want anyone to have the wrong idea. I love those series regardless, but I have my own reservations when it comes to romance or intimacy, anticipation. So I mean, romance doesn't always have to involve like gruesome kissing, sex and whatnot, but it feels like there needs to be some type of connection. And I'm going to get to that point right now. It feels like there needs to be some connection between the two partners, and a certain feel of being comfortable around each other, right? If I have to put BL, and it's just not in the BL, it's also in the K drama. I've noticed, like, even with the intimacies, they're kind of like feels like they're a bit shy when it comes to, or they're reserved, or they're cultural, maybe it's a cultural thing where they are a bit reserved in intimacy. Certain things they don't do, like if I'm watching a Korean drama or I'm watching an American drama, there's like vast difference. The kiss scenes, they are very short, and they are like kind of like made to be a bit more dramatic by slowing down the music, slowing down the pace of the video, slowing down like the speed of the video, and slowing, like, just having too much camera changes, like camera placements and changes. But when I'm watching an American movie, most of the times you might find like there's just two cameras switching in between scenes to show us up close and a bit afar, and then like the kissing scene just proceeds like a normal any part of the movie. But when it comes to Korea, it's like Korean drama, it's like it brings more attention. It's like it's meant to give us more attention so we can anticipate, but our anticipation, it's kind of like not always satisfied because the scene will be cut short. I don't know if I'm making sense there, but like that's what I have seen so far. And I feel like for me it's like how do I put this? It feels like they are a bit shy in intimacy when it comes to on-screen love. It's like, yeah, we are partners, but certain things we won't do, like, and I noticed like there's like small things that they find a bit flattering and a bit, a bit romantic, like patting on the hair, like, oh my god, patting on the hair, and the gentleman just like saying some corny things. And like, even when they're talking about like sex, they never mention like sex. They will just like imply that they're talking about sex, you know what I mean? Like, they wouldn't say, yeah, let's have sex. Like when I was watching this is not a BL, a Korean drama, Fighting for My Way. Yeah, so I was watching, and the main lead was like, I am not going to hold myself today, I'm not going to hold myself back. And then she was like, oh, what are you going to do? And then he was like kissing her and stuff. And then I was like, the scene just got caught. And I was like, no, I want to see a bit more. Like, I mean, maybe like take off her top, but she still has a bra on. I wouldn't see that. Like, and it's okay, like it really is still okay. And then when I'm watching like a Thai, and then I'm seeing like the guy is just going, okay, in Thai they don't also just say sex, right? But the way they make sure that we know they're talking about sex, it's like more, it's like aggressive, it's just there, you just feel it more. And with the K, it's kind of like, it's kind of like the levels of Thai BL and KBL, it's just differs. It just differs in like how they portray it. Oh, these flies. I can understand if that is like a cultural thing, like not saying that it's ashamed, or it's kind of like it's still a bit timid when it comes to portraying such things, because as an actor you are doing those things. It's not like it's a fake kiss or it's a fake grabbing, it's a fake, you are doing it to another person. But maybe in the culture, when you do that, it's kind of like not something you're supposed to do with someone that's not your partner. You know what I mean? And also, so like with the boys, it's kind of like feels more like it's not as bad as doing it with, you know, a female. So kind of like with the Korean drama, so I would expect, since it's like wouldn't be so bad to do it with a female and you have a male, then it would still not be as uncomfortable. But for me, it just feels like the actors are more uncomfortable on screen, even when it comes to like the kiss scenes, right? When they are kissing and then there's like the one partner would just come and then the other partner's lips will still be shut and they just kiss like, and then I'm like, no, like, but I would still get the story behind the drama and feel like, okay, they told the story and this is how the story is. It's a love story and I'm happy with the ending, but I'm not really satisfied when it comes to the, you know, the romance and the intimacy. But when it comes to a BL series, if I'm looking at Don't Say No, that connection was just too much. It was just too much. It was too nice. You know what I mean? It was just you know, they just went at it. And then if I'm looking at Terror Type, like yet again I just mentioned, Terror Type, connection, intimacy. And then if I have to look at, you know, other series, My Engineer, that a bit shy from like the other ones, but still gave me the intimacy. You know what I mean? And then I have to move on to other series, which are K-dramas, KBL, yeah, which are KBLs. It just feels like the intimacy isn't as comfortable. The actors from the plays, the drama would give me a feel that they are a bit uncomfortable with the kisses or with the intimacy and the closeness. But when it comes to like portraying a love between two people, and it's like you just have a certain attraction, connection that you would get, and you would just feel like it will just come simple when it's like we have to be close to each other. But I wouldn't always get it. You know what I mean? So this is like not me trying to like bash any entertainment company or any entertainment, or because I know the producers and the actors put a lot of work and put a lot of hours into producing this imageries and putting this series out. But at some point, just a little bit, I would expect to see a bit of progress when it comes to portraying the intimacy between the couples. You know? So I would still rank Thai as number one when it comes to BL dramas. And then Japanese BLs are actually not bad. One of my favorite was Love Life on the Line. That was a very, very good storytelling. Those actors felt very comfortable with each other. I really, really love that. That's the Japanese. So I'm going to put Thai. I'm going to put Japan. And then, with the Japanese BLs, I will still count Cherry Magic was very, very good. You see, with them, it was, the intimacy was not as, you know, like the sexual, you know, whatever, was not as big, but the intimacy and the comfortability being around each other was very, very strong, and that's why I loved it. So I'll put, like, you know, the Thai, Japan, and then Taiwan. Taiwan had produced some of the best BL series. So if I'm looking at History 3 Trapped, they had a very good, you know, connection, because the story went well with how they started connecting, you know what I mean? So it just went as a very nice flow. It just goes back to, you know, how the fans feel as if there is a certain type of connection between the two characters, you know. No, I just wanted to make this video because I felt like, because I went to look online for like anyone's opinion when it comes to like Thai and Korean, you know, BLs, and I couldn't find one. So I was like, you know what, maybe there's some people there that feel the same as me and want to watch this to just find out if they are wrong, or I don't know. not really like they're wrong, or like if someone else thinks the way they are thinking currently, or you never know. So I just say, you know what, let me put it out, because if you liked this video and felt like you connect a lot more with Thai, or you feel like maybe I was wrong for the way I explained it, you can leave a comment down below. But if you agreed with me, you can also do that. Just leave me a comment down below. I'm sure to read every comment, because y'all are not leaving much comments anyway. So I'm going to read all the comments. I'm going to, reply to all the comments and whatnot, So if you like this video, please subscribe. Don't forget to hit that like and hit the notification bell once you've subscribed, so you can be notified every single time I post a video. And with all that being said, I will see you on the next one. Bye.